What is going on YouTube? Patrick here, and holy cow, with last year being COVID, I forgot how good garage sales can really be. I know that I said that I think last week also, but I just can't believe it. In case it's not clear, I'm filming this on Monday, even though you won't watch this until Sunday. So I haven't even gone through the footage yet of what I shot on Saturday, which you guys would have watched yesterday. Uh, but my goodness, I just finished up inventory and holy cow, there is a ton of stuff. I probably bought too much stuff. I've got to start limiting myself to better stuff, I guess. I don't know. I was trying to say I need to buy things that are like $30 or more. I haven't done a good job with that. I'm still buying things that I think this is good. I can sell this. The sell through rate is good. I should just buy it. Or because I like it. Case in point, Amber and I went to Savers on Thursday night. We just needed to get out of the house, and I bought another big mouth Billy Bass. The amount that this sells for isn't as good as it used to be. It used to be worth like $30, $40. They've gone down to about 20, but I still really like them. They're fun little items. Amber actually hates them, so that actually helps. It's really funny. So I bought it, of course. It was what, $4.99, and I got 20% off, so it was for $4, and I'm gonna be able to sell for 20. So not like the best at all, but I like them. It's stupid. It's funny. Shouldn't have bought it. Right? If I'm focusing on $30 up, then I don't know why I'm doing that. I also bought this Nordic ware. What is it called? This is the 8 scone and cornbread pan. It's in great shape. It was $3, so $2.40 after my 20%. It's not a bad little pickup for Nordic ware, right? It's only going to be selling for probably $15. I probably would have bought this at a garage sale too. I like selling Nordic ware, so like really makes my case for me, both of those items. This one was a little bit more interesting though. Another Nordic ware. This is a Belgian Waffler. It's in great shape. There's a couple different versions of it. So I'm not 100% sure of what the real value is on it. I know I'm staring at my sheet. I think I'll probably list this for like $25 or $30. And you can see there's the price tag. It was $5.99. So it was, what is it? 20% off times 6, $1.20 off of that. So it was like $4.80. So $5 into 25 to 30. Like that's actually a nice little flip. I'd rather be focusing on $30 plus, but you know I love Nordic ware. It really is more of a wintertime thing, right? Where you want to be getting this stuff at a thrift store, but during the summer, it's hard to pass it up when you find it too. And I did get this from a thrift store, so because we're kind of in that crossover period right now. All right, last item from Savers. I got this Clarity telephone. You can see it was marked at $4.99. Somebody had picked it up and moved it to a different area in the store. I happened to find it. I looked it up. Used ones were selling for like $20. Since this one is brand new, I think it's probably going to be selling for more like 30 to 50. I'll probably list it at $30 or $40 and take a best offer, or probably $40 and take a best offer, something like that. But neat little pickup there. It's brand new, so that really does help. And then I ended up getting this Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix paperback. I don't usually buy paperback versions, but it was $1.79. And anything 5, 6, 7 paperback is rare, if that makes any sense, right? More people, myself included, Hufflepuff's rule, bought the hardcovers, right? So there really aren't that many of the paperbacks out there, so that's what makes it a little bit more rare. All right, I did go to one tag sale on Friday. My friend Leah, also goes by Lolly. Her boyfriend was having a tag sale. I asked her if she had video games. She said yes. It was starting at noon on Friday, so I booked my butt down there in the middle of my workday, and I got there right at noon. And sure enough, there was 2 people ahead of me buying all the video games. So I was a little sad, but I was very happy to go. They had a couple things left on the table that the other guys didn't pick up. Super Mario World, and then I got this Lego Dimensions set. This is the Portal 2 set. I had thought it was brand new. It is not brand new. So I ended up paying $25 for both of these. That is exactly what they're worth. So I knew that when I bought them. I just wanted to help out my friend and help them get some stuff off the table for their tag sale. So I think that they're probably trying to they're getting ready to move in together. And I was like, let's help my friends out. So I bought them. Not going to make any money there, but that's okay. Their video game stuff sells. It will sell. So, all right. So then we get into the morning of Saturday, which hopefully you guys watched yesterday. I haven't looked at the footage yet. I know I've gotten some good footage on the camera. I checked a couple of the videos, so it's good. It looked like some of my major finds came in. So really happy about that. I will grab the first pile. All right, so first tag sale of the day. Tag sale is garage sale in Connecticut. I found a couple Stephen King books. This one's actually like a great pickup. If the cover had been in better shape, it would have been great. As it is, probably worth about $5. So what are you gonna do? I took a risk on it. I figured I think it was $1 or $2. I think it was probably $2. And I was like, I'll just take a chance on it. If not, I'll bundle it up with some other Stephen King books. And then I also got Needful Things. It's got a little bit of wear and tear, but it's not torn. You can see there's a Goodwill sticker on it too, which is really funny. And I think I paid $2 each for those. I'm not sure anymore. It may have been $1. But that one's probably worth $10. If it was in a little bit better shape, it'd be more. But it is first printing, so that will help. And then I also got 2 video games from them. The Connect Adventures, right? I'm just usually buying these when I can get them cheap. And then this is the Halo 3 Steelbook. So it actually does have a little bit more value. This is going to be about a $15 game. And then I also picked up one more book from somebody else, David Baldacci. I think it was $1. I don't remember. Not really a lot of value by itself. This is going to be one of those things where I'm buying David Baldacci books to lot together. They're worth a few bucks if you do that. Probably like $3 or $4 in a bundle. Maybe less. He's one of the authors where I'm trying to see if it's going to be worth it, like I did James Patterson last year, which I would not recommend buying his books. But what are you going to do, right? Sometimes you got to do it. All right, on to the second sale of the day. So this sale I went to because it advertised that they had Xbox games. And I got there, and I got there early. Probably almost 30 minutes early. There was already one other guy poking around there. I figured it'd be okay. They said, sure, don't worry about it. I asked them, like, where are your Xbox games? And they said, oh, they're right over here. And what do I see the other guy who's there do? Swipes right in front of me and goes straight to the games. And I'm like, I was so mad. And so I even told him, I'm like, yeah, you're looking for this stuff too, huh? Which, of course, all of the resellers out there's tons of video game collectors. We're all looking for that stuff. It was still kind of a dick move, I would say, for him to swoop in front of me like that when I was the one who had asked. I guess you got to hustle if you want to make $1, but I don't know. I think it was a dick move. I wasn't happy. Now, the good news was he was like, you can have them. And I was like, excellent. I can't wait to look. And then they were all priced at like $5 to $10 each for Xbox 360 games. So, and that's kind of how the rest of the sale was going as well. Like everything was priced really high. It looked like maybe they were resellers. Maybe they just thought they had lots of money. It was in one of the towns here locally that they kind of don't give discounts in this town, if that makes any sense. I just already know that this part of Hartford, they don't tend to go low on stuff. They're trying to make money for themselves a lot of times when they have sales. I know that's a generalization, but sometimes you got to do that because you know which parts of the area are the best to go to. Even some of the ritzy areas, they'll charge a lot around here, which is really funny. But that being said, I did put a big old bundle of books together. I think they said they wanted $1 for a hardcover and 50 cents for a paperback. So picked up a couple Hardy Boys books. You guys buy these. These will sell. They'll sell fast. They hold their value over time. You can see there's an old style here, and then these are 2 new style books. I'll probably hold them into bundles of each of them. Both of them sell very well. Definitely do that. And then another new author that I'm getting into, Janet Ivanovich. I've actually read a bunch of these books. They're actually pretty funny. I didn't really know too much about it. What do I have here? I've got 9, 13, and 20. Hardcover, about $4 each right now. So even if I listed them just in a bundle of 3, I could probably get 12 bucks. I'm probably going to hold off and see how many I can get this summer and then make a bundle when I hit like 10, 15, 20, something like that. That tends to be more how I like to do it. And I've got my storage unit, so I'll put them on my book, in my book area in the storage unit. I'm going to probably try and pick up some totes and then start putting these into different totes. And then the last thing I got, I didn't even take them out of the box. a whole bunch of Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, and a few Magic Treehouse books. Magic Treehouse books, like, I bought some of those last week, so you may have seen me do that and talk about them. The paperbacks are worth about 80 cents each. The hardcover is worth a little bit more, maybe like $2 each. So not great to pay 50 cents to $1 for them. I wouldn't normally do that. But with all those Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, those are worth like $3 each. So I thought, brilliant mind of mine, I'm like, I'm going to buy so many books, they'll give me a deal. And I said to her, I said, I've got $24, how about 20? It's early. It's no problem. Like 20 would be a little bit of a discount. And she looked at me like I had two heads and said, no, I have change and it's early. I'm holding fast at 24. And she's not wrong. Sometimes I hope that, it doesn't matter what time of day it is. If I'm buying a bunch of stuff, I get a discount. Not always. So I paid the 24. It's not going to be the best bundle ever. Probably about $75 worth of books though. So for 25, not terrible. All right, on to the next sale. All right, this one I've got in a bag, so you may hear some noise. First couple things I found were these little containers filled with toys. I recognize that first one is some How to Train Your Dragon toys, which you probably know if you've been watching this channel. I love those toys. They sell really well. And then this one's got a bunch of Disney Zooms? T-S-U-M? Zoom? I don't know. I didn't know how much they were going to be worth. They were $1 each. I bought them. These have no value. I saw one sold for a couple of dollars. These have value, probably about 50 cents each. So I think for this whole box, I'll probably be able to get about $16. You know I like to buy toys. You know I like to sell toys. It was fun. It'll be a fun little flip. And there's more to be had. There was this neat little set of, let's see if you can see them. They're Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer toys. And it was actually, I discovered it was part of a set of like 8. And there's 6 of them in here. Even still, I think it's probably worth about $12. And it was 50 cents. So like, I like selling that kind of stuff. And I walked up to the garage, so hopefully you saw this, and I saw that it was a Nintendo. And I thought, oh my gosh, 2 weeks in a row, a NES Classic, I can't believe it. And then he goes, oh no, this is the Raspberry Pi. So if you can see it there, it says NES Pi case on there. Raspberry Pi is a little like computer. I don't know really exactly what it is, but you can use it for emulation. You can use it for all sorts of things. And this was a little case that the company is Retro Flag made just for people to play around with. And they wanted $5 for it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy that. It's pretty cool. It did come with a controller. Let's see how much noise I can make to get it out. It came with this 8-bit dough. So for the NES Pi case, I think 30 to 50 is what I'll get for it. And then for the controller, 30. So for $5, like not bad at all. Even if it's $60, $5 into 60, like definitely want to do that. But wait, there's more. I don't know if you guys are into video games like me, but I saw this and recognized it immediately as a Steam controller. You recognize the symbol here in the middle. That's a computer company called Steam. They do digital games on the PC basically, and a couple other platforms. But they tried to get into doing a console and a controller a couple of years ago, and I was like, this is cool. They only wanted $3 for it. I was like, this is coming home with me. Even if it just goes into my own collection, it'll be cool. I think $50, you guys. I think honestly, like that's what I'm going to charge for this. It's cool, but I think $50 may be a little cooler. There was also this Amazon Fire TV game controller. I didn't even look inside. I think they wanted $5 for this. And, oh, I've lost my place. I'm so sorry. Let's see here. Fire TV, I think about $30 for this. If it had been sealed, $50. Since it's open, it's going to be $30. It is brand new, though. Maybe it was used once. It's hard to know. There are some of the still plastic covers on the controller, though, so that leads me to believe that it's brand new. There's still more. I still bought more. Going back to that Steam controller, I saw the same symbol on this thing. I didn't know what it was. This was a Steam Link, and you can see it's $3. I think it's going to be about $30 for this. So definitely good. That's right in my zone, right? If I'm talking to $30, I want to be buying that stuff. And then there's one more thing in here. Y'all, I didn't know what this was. It turns out that it's an Android TV TX5 Pro. Sounds like a bunch of gobbledygook. I don't really see a lot of them listed. I don't really know much about them. I think it was another $5 item. I don't even know. It looks like maybe. But yeah, I bought it. I think that one as well is going to be in the $30 range. I may ask more and take a best offer on it. We'll see. But I paid $34 for everything there. And it's about $278 worth of stuff. So fun little sale. You know, obviously one miss with this stuff, but it's cool. If I knew anybody with little kids around here, I would give this to them because they're fun little toys. I may pull one out and put it into my own collection. We'll see. All right, so on to the next sale then. Before we get into the next sale, there was one more item, Rca Vcr. You can see the price tag on there, $1. It's a $30 VCR without the remote. Easy pickup. Here's what I'm looking for. It's got yellow, white, and red connections, meaning it's stereo. Stereo is going to do a little bit better than not stereo, so that's what you want to look for. Okay, next sale. I got there early. I want to say it was a 9 o'clock sale, and I probably had got there at like 8:45. And I was a little bit nervous about going up. There was a couple cars parked out front though, so I was like, I'll just go up and see. Nobody minded me coming up. I'm really glad I went early. I saw immediately that there was this DVD VHS player, and what do you notice about that DVD side? It says DVD recording. I knew pretty much right away I was going to buy it. I think I did look it up. I think I was kind of in disbelief that I found this, especially it has the remote too. The guy wanted $10. As soon as I found out it was $10, I told him it was sold. And I said, I'm going to go look around and see what else I can find. But this is a $150 item, y'all, for $10. It's a holy crap item, no doubt. No doubt. I couldn't believe I found it. Hopefully it works. You never really know with these things, but hopefully it does. So next on the footage, I probably walked around to the back of the sale and I saw a camera bag, just kind of sad. And I'm like, I know what usually is in those camera bags. Cameras. And there was a Sony one in here, you guys. This is the CCD TRV 118. If that means anything to you. It's a $125 camera. And she wanted $5. All right, so far the sale's a home run. So I walked back up to the same guy who had the DVD VHS, and he had a couple other electronics on his table. I saw there was a Chromecast there, which I'm not really interested in. Those don't have a ton of money. It may have been something else. I think it was a Chromecast. They don't sell for a ton, even brand new. They're not worth a lot. That's okay. But they had these Swan, like home security system stuff. And I asked him, like, well, how much do you want? I think I looked one of them up. I didn't really find a lot of value on them. And he's like, I want $5 each. I already knew that DVD VHS player was going to be money. I was like, I'm taking these. Probably nothing. This probably has no value. It's a little card that goes into your PC. I may list it. I don't know if I want to waste my time on it. There's no comps on this one, but there's comps where it's just one camera and the remote. And there's also comps where it's just the camera. There was one that was just like that. 2 of the packages, brand new for $100. That's where I'm going. I'm going to list this for $100, y'all, and hopefully I'll get it. Just amazing. I paid $25 for all that, and it's going to be $270. It's going to be like $400 worth of stuff. I love going to garage sales, you guys. You should too. All right, on to the next sale, which was also pretty amazing. All right, so this one I'm going to have to bend over and pull stuff out of the box, but that's okay. So I walked up and I think I may have been early. I think it was a 9 o'clock sale and it was right about 9 o'clock, so I wasn't really early. But I was just being nice and saying hello, and I saw there was a box of camera stuff, which I like camera stuff, so I was like, all right, let's take a look. And immediately, yeah, if you guys are into reselling, you know what this is immediately. It's an old Polaroid. My mom had one of these, so like I've always wanted to find one. And I've been doing this for like 8 years, you guys, and I've never found one of these. I've seen other people do it. They're super cool. Let's see if we can get it to do it. It's a little sticky, which I don't like. But right, it turns into this awesome Polaroid camera. There was film still in it, so I was able to test it and get it to work. And it popped out a Polaroid. The film was massively expired, so it didn't do anything. But working, these are selling $125 to $175, and she wanted $5 for it. So just craziness. I have to dig to get the next item out, which is kind of silly of me. So I looked at the rest of the stuff in that camera box. There was a couple more Polaroids, which a couple of years ago I would have been really happy to find. I'm sure you know, though, the Polaroids are starting to go down in value. They still have a little bit. They may have been worth it for a pickup, especially for a newer seller. Probably in the $15 to $20 range. And if she was asking $5 for this one, it probably would have been about the same. So you might have done all right, especially, like I said, for a new seller. But I saw this black case sitting in there, and I was like, wouldn't it be neat if there was another one of these Polaroids inside this case? And I opened it up, and there was. Now, strangely enough, it's a little bit different model, even though it's kind of the same. But strangely enough, they actually are different models. So this one isn't selling for as much, only $75. I say only when that's a freaking great pickup for $5, right? It is a great pickup, you guys. I'm not complaining at all. I am super happy to find this. It was really neat. That one's actually in better shape than the tan one. It pops open perfectly easily. Just amazing to find it. And this was the first thing I'm looking at this sale. I hadn't even gone into the rest of the sale yet. So I kept looking, and I found some neat stuff. There was this huge lot of books. They're Animorphs. I already knew to look for these books. Let's see here. Animorphs. There we go. It's like a $20 lot, right? So nothing to write home about, but solid books. I like selling book lots. It's very similar to Nordic Ware. There's no moving pieces. I don't have to repair anything. As long as the books are in good shape, it's super easy. They ship media mail, so really cheap. You could put it up for $23 with free shipping, and you could still get the $20 out of it. So it's a great little pickup. I probably would have bought them anyway. I think they wanted 50 cents for kids books. So I was like, all right, that's like $5. Normally not. I already knew, though, that I had tons of money in this, so I'm willing to pay up for some of the other stuff. Sitting on the same shelf, there's a huge stack of Dr. Seuss books. Now, not always when you see The Cat in the Hat is going to be Dr. Seuss, but you can see up here, most of these are by Dr. Seuss. There's only one, which is Go Dog Go by Eastman. Everything else is Dr. Seuss. There's even one more. So what is that? There's 9 of these books, and I actually forget what they're worth now. It's about a $30 lot, so they're worth about $3 each. I'm perfectly. I just couldn't believe I was finding more stuff, and then I started going through books, and I said, "Oh, video game strategy guides. You guys buy these. Not every one of them is going to be a home run. Not every one of them is going to be good." But she said for paperbacks, 50 cents, so $2 for these. I think Diddy Kong Country is like $17, and a couple more of these were like $15 to $20 each. Let's see here. The cheapest one was the Jedi Power Battles at $7. So that pays for all these books easily at $2, right? I'm into the profit. And the rest of them were in the $15 to $17. So there's another $45 in books here. And I paid $2. So buy strategy guides for old video games if you find them. Like I said, they're not all going to be worth money. If you end up getting a bunch of them and none of them are meeting your threshold for selling, put them in a bundle. And they'll sell. I promise you they will sell. So I'm asking her about video games. I'm like, you've got video game stuff. Do you have any video games? And she says, oh, yeah, I think I've got a box down in the basement. I can bring those up. And I'm like, is this happening again? Am I going to get a first pick at a video games again? I didn't know what I was going to get. I didn't know what they were going to have. I think she had one sitting there, which wasn't one of the better titles, but I was like, I'll probably buy it just because PlayStation 1 is what it was. And so I wasn't sure what she was going to bring up. I figured it probably was going to be more PlayStation 1 stuff. She says, "Hey, did you see that there's a system over there on that table?" And I said, "No." It was apparently next to the cameras. I'm trying not to break stuff. So that came home with me. And then, so she goes to the basement and brings up a box, meaning that I got to go through it first. And, okay, there you go. Nothing like holy cow stuff, but some great titles. Mega Man X5, that's a $30 game. Maybe $25, right? Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I got Metal Gear Solid. That's a $30 game, Metal Gear Solid. And then I even got Half-Life for the PC. So she wanted 50 cents each. This is $120 worth of video games, you guys. Definitely. It's just amazing. I couldn't believe it. 2 weeks in a row, I got good video game finds when you guys know everybody's out looking for video games. So in total, I paid $40 for everything. I think it's about a $500 worth of stuff. Right? I was really happy last week. I found that deal where I paid $135 for everything, and it was going to be worth like $700. I think this is actually better, right? For $40 into $500, it actually is better. Unbelievable. I just couldn't believe it. So it was a good day. All right, more sales, if you guys can believe it. We went to more sales and we bought more stuff. If it wasn't obvious, Amber wasn't with me for the first couple of hours. Right? She's pregnant. She was tired. She said, "I don't want to go because I'm exhausted and I'm going to feel like garbage if I go." And I said, "No problem. Go back to sleep. I'll come back at like 9:30, 10 o'clock and pick you up. And then we'll go to some." So then after that last sale with the video games, then I went and picked her up. Actually, that's not true. I went to one more sale. Let me grab the stuff. So the first thing I saw at this sale was an inflatable. Silly, crazy inflatable. There you go. You can see them really well. They wanted $5 for it. It is not Halloween. If you guys don't know, we have access with, I think, a basic store subscription at least to Terapeak on eBay now. So you can look up stuff that's as much as a year old now. Excuse me. So comps, right? If you do search live comps, it's going to be 3 months. Now using this Terapeak thing, you can go back 12 months. So looking up stuff now, there's not going to be a lot of Halloween stuff that's sold. So right, that's going to go straight into storage until probably August, something like that. Then I'll put it up for sale for Halloween. But for $5 inflatables, if you guys don't know, there is some serious money to be had in inflatables. Christmas especially, but Halloween also pretty good. I've sold some really good Halloween ones. So for $5, it's probably going to be $30 to $50, which isn't the best. A lot of the Christmas ones can go for over $100, but we'll see. I'll probably price it at $50, and we'll see how it does. I'll let you guys know in the fall. And then I saw on a table there was this voice recorder sitting there. You guys might notice that it's a little bit janky in the box, but it's brand new. They wanted, I think, $3 for it, maybe $2. No idea. If it was brand new, $50. Since it's new open, I'm going to charge $30 for it. Easy no-brainer for a couple of bucks. And then I like buying Pez. It's another one of my stupid habits that I buy Pez, even though there's really no value in these things. I paid 50 cents for it. And I think when I bundled it, I think I said, how about $8 even? Until she threw the Pez in for free. I feel like such a cheapskate sometimes. And still, there was more sales. All right, so then I definitely had Amber. She was definitely in the footage with me. We went to another one that was near our house before heading abroad, I guess, and farther away. And so I headed to the back of the driveway, and sitting on a table, I saw Panasonic with a blue stripe. Asked them how much. They said 10. I was like, oh, 10 is pretty steep without the remote. I said, how about 5? The guy looked at me like I was being ridiculous, but then he said, okay. So I thought he would say like, oh, what about 8? Nope, he said, okay. And then sitting next to it, another camera. This is a JVC, about $50 camera. I said, how about for 10 you throw the camera in? And he was like, perfect, get that thing out of here. I love it because people still don't realize that these have value. Right, the DVD VHSs have started to go up. People are probably even starting to realize that their VCRs have value, but these cameras, just nobody realizes it most of the time. So that was already a good sale for $10. And then I found Amber, and she was looking at some stuff, and there were these little Care Bears, and some of the 3 of the 4 of them have their tags on them. These ended up being from 2002. They're little 8-inchers. They're about $10 each. So I paid $1 each for them, and I'm going to be able to sell them for $40. So $4 into 40, great little flip there. And I think there's one more. Nope, 2 more, you guys. I know I bought too much stuff. All right, so our next stop was an estate sale, and it looked like they were pretty picked over. There were 2 right around the corner from each other, and one of them had a few things left, and the other one had almost nothing left. They must have gotten hit hard. I'm sure there was some great stuff to be had there earlier in the day. But I mean, I bought this. You can see the price is $25. I looked it up. I knew it was going to be more like a $45, $50, maybe $60 on a good day VCR. $25 is not a good price, right? You guys know that, especially since about 1 in 3 VCRs are still going to fail unless you know how to repair them. That's been my rate on this, is like 1 in 3 of them fail. So $25, no. Don't want to pay that. So I looked around. I was like, maybe I can get a bundle deal. And this one's going to be hard to get out. But found this old telephone upstairs. It was actually plugged in and working. So I actually called myself from it and proved that it works. So now I can list it as tested and get a little bit more money for it. And then Amber actually found like a ream of paper for our printer. And they were like, I think, so if it was all together, it would have been like $31. And I said, like, what's the best you can do on the VCR? And they said, how about 15? And I said, okay, we're at 21. How about just 20 even then? And they said, sure, that'll be fine. So we took it and we got out of there. It is about a $45 VCR, like I said. And then I think I can get about $20 for that phone. I don't know if I'm going to keep buying them when they're touch-tone. You really want to get the rotaries. Those seem to be much more popular just because it's kind of cool, I guess. But not bad. $20 into about $60, $65. So solid pickup there. And then there was one more. So last sale of the day, I don't know why their prices were so high, to be honest. I saw this big bag full of Pez. You can see the price on there was $15. It's their Star Wars Pez. So I've sold these before. I knew they were going to sell in like the $10 to $20 range. So for $15 for them, this is not a great deal. And then California raisins. The Primetime Treasure Hunter, he buys these all the time. I don't think he's paying $5 for 6 of them. And I don't want to be doing that either. But there was also these cool mugs. You can see that's Donald Duck. And then there's also Minnie Mouse. They're neat little mugs. They wanted $4 each. So total, it would have been $28. And I offered her $20. And she said, okay. So got out of there for $20. Donald probably is about a $10 mug. Minnie, less, maybe $5. So I may bundle them together. We'll see. I think that's kind of an interesting way to do it. I don't know if anybody's going to want to buy both of them. Like, it seems like the Minnie and the Mickey are working pretty well together, but maybe not Donald and Mickey. We'll see. And then, like I said, on the Pez, they're about $15 a set. So there are 2 sets in here, so I'll be able to sell both of those. And then California raisins, they're about $1 each, you guys. So I would say you need to be buying, if you're buying them, a quarter. That's what you want to pay. You don't want to be paying $1 like Dum Dum here. But I'm trying to learn the California raisins because I've seen people selling them. And I honestly do see them all the time. So I was like, I should be able to make some money here. Now I'm learning. I'm paying the price to learn, I guess. And so I should be able to do well in the future and then leave them behind if they're too expensive. So that is finally it, you guys. There was just a ton of stuff. I spent $210. I'm shocked that it was that low. Last week I spent like $350. And I think the total last week was like $1,400. The total this week is $1,800, you guys. $200 into $1,800. Like, I've had some good days when I found items worth hundreds of dollars that do this. But to find this much good stuff, a couple wimpy things in here, right? Like, of course. But honestly, I'm super, super happy with what we found. I had a great time. I hope the footage was good when you watched it yesterday. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet. We'll see. I'm going to wrap it up here because I know most of you have probably left already. Hit the thumbs up if you've liked this. And if you're interested in subscribing, please do so. Either way, thank you very much for watching. My name is Patrick. Thank you very much.